Stressful situations can be made worse if the legal advice isn't up to par. That's why it's crucial to find the best.
When you walked out of your house this morning, you didn't expect to get into a car accident. No one expects to. When the unfortunate does happen, it's crucial to have a personal injury attorney who can provide you with the necessary guidance and support.
For most people, the very first time they're in a car crash, they may not know what to expect. One of the most important things is to make sure that you're okay. Forget about the insurance, forget about everything else, just make sure you physically are okay first and foremost. Even if you don't feel immediate injuries, which is most of the time for most people, they have a lot of adrenaline pumping, they've just been in a traumatic event. It is important that you go and seek some sort of medical treatment to, at a minimum, document it. If it doesn't exist on paper, the claims process that's gonna come later on down the road, they're not gonna believe that you're actually hurt if you didn't document that injury from the beginning. After that, that's when you need to start thinking about who's going to handle the medical bills. Where does my continuing medical treatment go? How does the claims process work with an insurance company? Remember, the insurance company is adverse to you. They do not want to pay you lots of money for your medical expenses. Many times they will try to limit the amount that they actually have to pay, or they'll mislead you and say, for claims like this is the only amount we're allowed to pay. The only amount that you're allowed to collect is what the jury ultimately determines at the end of the day.
Geiger Legal Group offers invaluable assistance to individuals facing life-altering situations.
Maybe people are in a crash and they think, I don't need an attorney. A lot of times we'll represent individuals that think they may be able to handle it on their own until they start getting a hospital bill, doctor's physician bill, an ER physician bill, a radiologist bill, or maybe they get a bill from a collection agency. They're like, wait. We thought that the other person's car insurance was going to be taking care of these bills. Why are they sending them to me? Unfortunately, the process works that the person who goes to the hospital is going to be sent the bill. And until you figure out the mess that is our current system on medical billing, the person who goes to the hospital is going to be sent that medical bill and is responsible for that payment. When you hire an attorney, they can make sure that all the medical bills are taken care of and routed appropriately so you're not left on the hook for those medical charges. I believe it's important to retain a personal injury attorney if you've been in a pretty bad accident. One, you're gonna do better in the end by hiring an attorney who knows the ropes, who knows how to navigate the complicated process and deal with insurance companies and present your case to a jury if it ultimately goes to trial. Two, you get the ability to relieve yourself of the burden of having to deal with claims, present documents, pleadings of a court filing. You can just turn that over to your attorney and focus on the thing that you need to be focusing on, which is getting healthy. Get to the doctor, get yourself back at work, get yourself back to being the person you were, instead of worrying about all the minutia that comes with dealing with a car accident, insurance claim, or a lawsuit.
Geiger Legal Group allows for the advantage of individualized attention, while also having the capacity to successfully and effectively complete tasks.
So at my firm, we limit the number of cases we take so that we can focus on the cases and make sure that they receive the attention and dedication that they need in this entire process. We do not subscribe to the model where we're going to take every single case that comes in the door and put one attorney on 600 different cases. If you're interviewing with a firm, you're going to want to ask that firm several different questions. Do they have trial experience? Can they take your case all the way to trial if necessary? How many attorneys do you have representing each individual plaintiff? If it's 600 to 1, don't go with that firm. Does the firm primarily focus on personal injury claims? If they're doing general practice and maybe they handle a few personal injury claims, they'll do your divorce, they'll write your will, they're probably not the firm you want representing you in a personal injury claim. We want to make sure that the client at the end of the day gets the majority of the settlement, not the attorneys, not the doctors. When I started this practice in 2017, I set out with a goal to always treat our clients like they're a part of our family. So if anybody calls in, they'll be able to say, hey, this is Mike. Well, hey Mike, how's your brother doing? How's everything going in your life? Let me tell you about what's going on with your case. If we treat individuals like they are family members, get to know them on a personal level, when it comes time to present their case to a jury, if we have to get there, we'll be able to present it in the best possible light.
Make your insurance work for you, not the other way around.
There are a number of misconceptions about personal injury claims. One of the biggest is the thought that people have to sue the other person and you're going after the other person's assets. 99.9% of the time, you're making a claim against the insurance company. When we bring a lawsuit, the insurance company for the at-fault person is covering the person that was at fault. You're going after that insurance money, and it's okay to do that because our system is set up to do that. So don't feel bad if you have to make a claim to go after and get the insurance money that covered the person that caused you the injury that you had. If you have uninsured motorist coverage and medical payment coverage on your car insurance, you should use those. Many people think, well, I don't want to involve my own car insurance because it's going to cause my premiums to raise. It is against Georgia law for an insurance company to raise rates when you're not at fault in an accident. So if you have uninsured motorist coverage, you should always, always, always use that coverage because it's a benefit to you. So for example, say you get hit by another person and they don't have insurance. If you have uninsured motorist coverage, you know you're protected by whatever the coverage is that you purchased. So always make sure you get uninsured motorist coverage to protect yourself because you can never guarantee who's going to hit you in the event a car crash does happen to you or your family.
You deserve to be treated with compassion and compensated fairly.
When people think of personal injury claims, they typically think of car crashes. Personal injury covers a vast array of other types of claims. Those could be premises liability claims, a slip and fall or a negligent security claim, a dog bite, or a medical negligence claim. Any of those where you feel like you've been harmed by the other's negligence involves a personal injury and gives you a right under Georgia law to recover for damages that you sustained. Our office gives free consultations for multiple different situations and at least allow them to evaluate the claim and let them tell you yes or no you may have a claim that you can pursue. If you do find yourself in a car crash and you're debating whether or not you should hire an attorney, do not immediately accept the first offer that the insurance company calls you with. Call an attorney, an ethical attorney, and let them say, hey, I think this is a good offer, or no, I think you can do a little bit better. Everywhere you look, there's another attorney advertisement. Either it's good or gimmicky or whatever. Just do your research. Make sure that the attorneys that you hire handle predominantly personal injury and have tried cases before. If you hire an attorney that is just I'll refer to them as a settlement attorney, that's not interested in trying the case, that's not interested in pursuing the case into litigation, they're just going to work the case up through medical bills, send a demand, and tell you that's all your case is worth, you're not getting the best possible outcome. Find an attorney that's willing and able to present that case all the way to the end at trial. Don't hire an attorney that holds up big checks. You're not winning the lottery, getting into a crash, holding up a big check saying, look at my settlement. If you've been really badly injured, you need that money to help you pay for your medical bills, to help you get back on your feet, to pay for a rotator cuff injury that's now required surgery to fix and will never be the same. Yes, there's money at the end of the table, but that money is there for a reason. That's to make you whole. I love what I do. I am so passionate about this area because I can see how people can come in, be put in a really rough situation. They've had broken bones, they've got multiple different medical bills coming their way, and all of a sudden they are just being bombarded by an insurance company saying, this is all you're gonna get, this is the process you have to go through, and they don't know where to begin, they don't know what to do. It is such a rewarding experience for me personally to be able to help them navigate that tough situation and have them achieve a really awesome outcome to put them back on their feet and help change their lives for the better.
To learn more about Geiger Legal Group, visit the website at geiger-legal.com or see this segment again on thebalancingAct.com.